as well, because that will let them snowball a lot faster and be a lot safer as the game goes on. So I think bot lane is probably going to be the focus just based on that Kog'Maw Lulu comp.
Yeah, and it looks like maybe predicting that a little bit. Lulu running the exhaust, you're not going to see an Ignite in the bot lane at all. Maybe going for a little bit of a disengage comp there. No teleports again from the side of ALG. We saw last game they were able to do that quite effectively, but if they don't get the lead that they need to heading into the mid game, the control of these major objectives is just going to be completely out of control on the side of JYC, pardon me, as no one has that TP available and is going to be able to roam a little bit more. But now it looks like ALG potentially going for an invade here.
Yes, they are. And will they catch out this Lulu?
Oh, potentially Nautilus. Oh, Lulu
yeah.
having to flash out. ZYH Chang immediately putting them on the offensive. Great play there.
Yeah, that we didn't get the best camera angle on that, but I'm 99% sure that if that hook landed from Chang, Lulu would have been gone. They had all 5 members of the team there, and yeah, very nice flash timing from Castle there. Are we gonna see a little fight here between? Sorry, go ahead.
I think that the hook actually would have landed, and 7. Wow, the awareness to get that Q off onto the Olaf. There was no vision there, but he just somehow knew he was there. So great awareness by 7, but I think you're right. The hook definitely would have landed. Just taking a quick peek at the buys here. Looks like Vlad's going to go Dark Seal first. The disrespect into 7's Viego.
Yeah, I mean, Vlad is such a safe lane pick that there's really no reason not to go Dark Seal a lot of the time. He's going to be able to heal up a lot of the damage that Viego can do to him in trades. And if he doesn't want to take a trade, he can just say no. He can just W and be gone. And there's not too much that Viego can do about it after he's used his dash.
Is Sion taking blue buff right now? I think he is.
He is. Oh my.
This is instant Sion.
He's doing the Sion int strat. That's not something you see at all. Is he going to be able to get blue buff and Gromp? He's going to die here, but he's going to take down Pentakill's blue buff. This could be potentially huge for the side of JYC. He's going to get the blue buff. Is he going to get the Gromp as well? Yes, he does. He takes both. Wow.
What a play from no one. You know, they have to be pulling out all the stops here. They're on their last live. If JYC doesn't win this, they are out of it. And so love to see them taking those risky plays and it working out all the way around. Now he's up CS going into the top lane, able to teleport back in, putting that Hecarim on quite a bit of a CS deficit. And I think that worked out just as well as it could have.
Absolutely. That's going to be a big, big problem for the Hecarim, missing his blue buff. And Sion's not even down much CS. He's down 2 right now. He's effectively missed 2 minions on the Volibear. And I guess he had to burn teleport as well, but still, I would call that 100% worth.
Oh, yeah. And Tara in the chat just saying Hecarim's going to be confused in a minute or two. I think it does show everybody that Sion died to blue buff, so maybe not too confused. But if you were in bronze, potentially you wouldn't know what's going on for sure. As now, look at the trade coming out from Volibear. Sion looked like he was winning that, but not until the turn at all.
Wow, no one just got chunked. And there's that Volibear damage that we were talking about. Unfortunately, Sion just can't win those trades early against him. He just does too much damage, and Sion doesn't do enough in return.
Yeah, Gendasori did get caught out a little bit last game by trying to go for the dive and now re-engaging again. And look at the burst! Sion doesn't even get to take a breath as Volibear gets the first blood in the top lane.
Oh, and a nice little pull there from Ego in the bot lane. I thought there was going to be something more there, but they're just going to fall away. Unless the Olaf
Chang
comes in.
Might have to be careful here. Olaf coming in. Chang taking a lot of damage. Kog'Maw forcing the flash out from Chang.
Very, very nice.
I'm surprised he didn't go down there.
Yeah, that was very close. I think that was the heal out of, Eco. I think I'm just a little bit behind you. I'm not sure if I'm behind the stream as well. Because you seem to be getting the jump on me in these fights.
I'm just going to check with production to make sure that we're good for a time check before we do it, because it's a bit tough to do a time check if they're not ready for us to do it, but we'll do it at our earliest convenience. And now 7 engaging into the mid lane, and Slurp taking quite a bit of damage. Still has that pool up. Good ability to wait for it, but actually gets hit before the pool. And it looks like we're good for a time check now. So right now I'm at 4:35, 36, 37, 38. And it looks like I'm 2 seconds ahead. So I'll go ahead.
I'm 3 seconds behind you, so I'm 1 second behind. So
I'll do my pause. I'll call out the time, and then we can adjust from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause. 1, 2, play. Now I'm 54, and now the dive coming in under the turret, but 7 getting caught out. A nice flash away from Vladimir. Olaf going back in, able to get 7 early and just being a little bit too aggressive there, going for the dive. Didn't know Olaf was near him. And now I'm at 5:07, 08, 09, and 5:10. Let me know if I'm close enough. Looks like we have a pause coming out as Eco Go getting a bit of lag.
Unfortunate, but yeah, that was a very, very nice pickup from the Olaf there. Just managing to get over the wall and save the Vladimir from certain death at the hands of Viego. And that's what I was talking about with that pool. He is just able to say no to all of those engages from Viego, especially because aside from his ultimate, Viego only has that one dash in his kit, and it's pretty short. If Vlad can dodge that one engage ability, that's pretty much all he needs to do.
100%, and doing his job so far. We are back into this game just to check with production to make sure we're all good. Oh, a bit of a lag in game there might affect things. So now I'm at 5:27. 28, 29, and 30. How are you, Fault, with that?
I'm still a little bit behind you, but I've just managed to catch up. I think we should be good now going forward.
I can do one more quick one. So I'm 40, 41, 42.
Okay, yeah. We're perfect. We're right back in it.
All right, and AP, you can let us know if we're good on your side as well. And Gendasori has to be careful here as Olaf is stuck in the top bush. And Sion, now Olaf re-engaging onto the Volibear. Volibear able to jump out. Great utility to be able to get out of that one.
Yeah, that slow from the E was absolutely huge. That allowed him to get out of that fight. If he didn't land that E on both of them, I think he may have gone down there, or at least it would have been a lot closer, but he was able to just sneak away, managing to not really burn too much of any consequence.
Not at all.
Away there.
Look at the early dragon as well coming out from the side of ALG. Pardon me, as they're able to get the first dragon. I'm a little bit confused by the CS numbers on the map. I mean, how is Olaf down CS to Hecarim after that invade?
Hex flashing over the wall. If we can see bot lane here for a minute.
Oh, but look at the top. It looks like Gendasori getting dope here and able to get the kill into the top lane. Now, Olaf is 2-0-0. LOL Pro legit player. We've seen how much of a driving force he can be in a game before, and now looking to do that again. And pardon me, go ahead. What were you saying in the bot lane?
That was a very interesting dive. Unfortunately, the camera angle didn't quite cover it, but we saw Cheng Hex Flash over the wall under tower and try to get behind the blob paints and castle there while Hecarim was down as well, but they were able to just sneak away. All they had to do was burn the Kog'Maw's flash, and they were able to get out safely from a 3-man, which was very, very nicely played by them. You can see Slurp bullying 7 here a little bit in the mid lane.
Now that he has that assist, he's got a stack on his Dark Seal. And 7-7. Oh, but he has to be careful here, looking for another Hex Flash over the wall. Chen going over, and Slurp does not have vision in that bush. He has no idea that there's a big Nautilus there, but now he does, getting hooked in and into the stun and re-engaging here. Ult coming out from Slurp. Can he do enough damage onto 7? The Ignite going out. 7's going to go down. Flash in the Mastery while you're at it, Slurp. Why don't you hit him with that as we get a game pause in as top is lagging as well. Great fight mid lane.
Excellent indeed. I'm amazed again that Slurp managed to get out of here, but that's the Vladimir special. I hate to keep repeating it, but he's just such a safe laner, especially into someone like Viego, who doesn't really have a lot of ways to get onto him once he's burned his main dash. So not surprised to see it, but it's good to see it regardless.
I don't even know if Cheng could have played that any better. Hex Flash into a bush with no vision, able to hit the hook, able to hit the stun. But Slurp just tunnel visioning onto that Viego, who he knows is already down, who once he's able to get that Ignite off on him, that Vampiric Scepter that he has is going to be rendered useless. The ultimate coming out early into the fight, and there's just no way Viego's living through that. So great knowledge by Slurp to be able to know that he's going to take down that Viego and not have to go down himself. JYC coming into this game with all the pressure in the world and staying cool as a cucumber as they are now up 3-1.
Yeah, very, very nice plays from JYC so far, and that's what we were hoping to see as they move into game 2 here. I'm loving that they're managing to make a comeback so far.
For sure. It looks like we're trying to get the casino coming up, and there is a prediction started in the chat. Let us know who you're going to win. I want to reinvest all the tokens I won from winning that ALG bet, and I think they're going to go right back into JYC at this point in the game. You might as well throw it on them. They have the early lead, but this could be exactly what happened last game. I think we saw JYC go up 4-1 before it started to have a bit of a turn. Now, LOL Pro Legit player just putting a bit of pressure onto the mid lane. Plates going down in the bot lane as well. And you can let us know who you think is going to win in the chat as well. Look how much damage that empowered Q does to Viego. About a quarter of his HP just to walk up for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the scaling. We've seen it before in the tournament. Just what Vladimir can do once he gets ahead. And he is certainly ahead right now. Viego down 2 kills, although not too much CS. But Vladimir picking up that kill is going to be very, very rough for Seven to come back from.
Absolutely. And now re-engaging in the top lane. Look at the damage coming in from Volibear, but the nice ultimate coming in from Sion. Unfortunately, Hecarim coming up. Pentakill enemy doing a lot of damage to him. Finally going down. Pentakill able to pick up the kill onto no one in the top lane, giving a bit more gold to the side of ALG. They are by no means out of it whatsoever. Now Viego able to land the stun onto Vladimir in the mid lane. Good engage in top.
For sure, and very, very nice gank from Pentakill, able to just slide right in with that Hecarim speed and nail no one before he can really do too much to respond to it. And that's the downfall of Sion into a lane like this that has so much aggression.
Oh, look at mid lane now. Ultimate coming out onto 7-7. And look at the damage coming back in. That ultimate's going to take him down. A nice flash out from Vladimir. Now up 2-0-1, just stacking up that Darksteel in the mid lane. Looking at top, Rift Herald drop. And now no one is going to have a very difficult time in this top lane.
Yes, he is. He's already down CS, but now it's going to be an even bigger deficit for him as he's just going to have to hang back. He's not going to be able to push with Hecarim and Volibear able to just essentially kill him on a whim at this point. There's not too much that he's going to be able to do. He's going to... Oh, and the Rift crashes again onto that tier 2 tower. That's going to be big damage onto the tower, and you hate to see it.
Yeah, he might have been able to get that Rift to stop it from doing a second charge, but unfortunately now his tower is down quite a bit of HP in the top lane. He's going to have to be pinging over to LoL Pro Legit player, either that or get left out alone on that island. Now Drag coming up in 35 seconds. No one still has his teleport up, so potentially looking to use that and keep Jendasori in the top lane. And now Seven rotating down towards the bot lane. They have all 5 members of the team here from ALG towards that bot, shoving them in, potentially looking for a dive here.
And it could be a very, very strong dive. And I think if they do manage to pull this off and take down Castle and Blob, they will have a completely free dragon as well.
Absolutely. The ward's going to spot him out here, and now the dive is coming in. Nice teleport coming in from Sion, and ultimate coming in from Nautilus to be able to get him up. And look at the damage onto both of them, and now both of them completely blown up. Sion looking to get dove as well. LoL Pro Legit player trying to ultimate in. Sion going down as well, and LoL Pro Legit player getting taken down. That is 3 kills from the side of JYC in a very, very well done dive. Pardon me, that's 4, and another Drake secured. ALG turning this game around.
Wow, what a dive from ALG. Unfortunately, they just weren't able to respond fast enough on the side of JYC. They couldn't get there quite in time to manage to save those 2 in the bot lane. And you hate to see it. That's an unfortunate waste of the teleport from Sion and an unfortunate death on the side of the Olaf. Who I'm not sure who managed to get the shutdown on the Olaf, but either way, that's going to be massive for ALG as we now see a lead coming out from the Hecarim and a big lead in the bot lane from that Swain, now picking up 2 kills to Blob Paint's 0.
Absolutely. Just a methodical dive there. The Nautilus ultimate was able to hit 2 players, and I'm not sure who ended up kind of blowing the entire bot lane up from the side of JYC, but nonetheless, you just saw their HP absolutely disappear, and then Sion engaging late, and Olaf also giving a donation to the side of ALG as he runs in late as well. And now look at the Sion ultimate coming in towards the mid lane. 7-7 able to dodge, but now re-engaging as a Vladimir. Alt Ignite coming out, already at half HP. 7 able to flash over the wall, but that's going to do it there as Olaf grabs the kill onto 7 in the mid lane. Good job by JYC to be able to continue to apply pressure. They know they have multiple lanes ahead. Don't let this dive get you down. Keep your heads down and keep yourself in the game, because if you lose this one, that's the end of the tournament.
For sure. And regarding that fight in the bot lane, I think most of the damage that came out was from that big Volibear.
Oh, and now re-engaging in the mid lane and cannot be stopped. And re-engaging onto the Hecarim. Hecarim and Olaf trading each other out. A nice hook landed onto Slurp. That might be the end of Slurp's life as he's able to get stunned down by Volibear, picking up the kill. ALG now responding as well. Kills back and forth, pushing into the bottom lane. ALG a great re-engage onto the mid lane of JYC.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better turn than that. They grabbed those members just as they had thought they'd gotten away with killing the Viego, managing to slide in there and pick up 2 kills for themselves. ALG are kind of running away with this game again like they did last game. Let's see if JYC can manage to bring this back. They need to get some objective control. Hopefully this Rift Herald would be quite good for them if they could drop it either mid, or if they could pick it up first, I guess, and then drop it either mid or top lane. Or maybe get some dragons under their belt. We're seeing Viego sneaking around in the bot lane.
He has to be careful here as Castle and Blob Paints are just kind of waiting for him. He doesn't have any support from his team. If he pushes his wave up and continues to go for it, now getting slowed by Kog'Maw, just trying to dash out there. If he went up a little bit further, that would have been his death, but Seven using that ability on Viego to be able to get out of there.
Just barely. And unfortunately, not going to be able to pick up too much for the Kog'Maw. He does have a CS lead. He's got the most in the game right now, but I don't know if it's enough. And no one getting dove on here in the top lane.
Look at all the damage coming out. Pentakill enemy going forward, able to get another kill. ALG extending their lead now. No one's still up with that passive, pardon me, but a great gank into the top lane. Gendasori just not enough vision there. Now going for Rift Herald.
Yeah, and I think production is just asking us for another time check. I think we may have gotten a bit off. While they're taking the Rift Herald here, I don't think we'll see too much action.
Oh, potentially, but now Olaf going in onto this Viego. Viego flashing over the wall, and the ultimate coming out from Eco Go as he takes a lot of damage. A nice Zhonya's to get out of the Vladimir ultimate there. And Pentakill able to get the kill onto Olaf, and now a nice hook in from Swain. Gonna be able to take down that Vladimir Viego, grabbing another kill for his troubles here.
Wow, that was very unfortunate. That was almost a really nice counter engage from the Olaf, but just wasn't quite enough as the rest of ALG was able to burst him down.
And I think we'll do a time check now. I'm at 15, 32, 33, 34, and 35. How's that on your end, Fault?
I am about 2 seconds behind you. I've been having some internet issues, so I think my my stream has been freezing a little bit. I'm just going to catch up to you right
it looks
now.
like you might be perfect, so just keep yourself where you are, and I'll pause myself for 2 seconds because it looks like I'm 2 seconds ahead.
All right, sounds good to me.
And let me know if I'm a little bit more intact to you. Now I'm 55, 56, 57, 58. Looks like I'm perfect on production, and is that lined up with you?
Yep, we are all good. I'm just hoping that I don't have any more lag problems. I've missed a couple of team fights, unfortunately, because my stream has frozen.
It's okay. It looks like you're lagging at the exact same time that production is, so looks like we're all good for now. As taking a quick peek at the gold deficit, we are about 3K ahead from the side of ALG.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard comeback for JYC to make, but I really hope that they can pull it off. They're trying to hang on. They've still got that very strong Vladimir in the mid lane. 114 CS, 2 kills, 3 assists. He's doing well. And they do still have towers up around the map, so they're not out of it just yet. But they are going to need to pick up some objectives here as we see them moving down towards this dragon. Will we see a fight break out, or will JYC decide to give it up?
I think they might just have to give this one up. I know they're already down so much, but they don't want to get down a whole lot of kills here and potentially not listening to me as now the engage coming through. Sion able to get a knock up on 2 people. Olaf diving the backline. He's doing a lot of damage, but only to Nautilus. Now Viego able to pick up the first kill. Olaf continuing to dive the black backline, and now Kog'Maw going down. Viego now able to get a double kill, and Law Pro Legit player going to go down as well. Continuing to grab kills here. And look at the side of JYC. They have been completely shredded apart. Slurp just trying to escape from that last kill there. Getting towered, though, by the Viego. Actually able to pick up a kill. Will the Ignite take him down? No, but Swain will. An ace from the side of ALG as well as a dragon. And that's not the initiation you want to see from JYC.
No, it is not. I think that is going to be... might be the nail in the coffin for JYC, as much as I hate to say it. They are on, ALG is now on Soul Point, and getting aced at a point like this when they were already down so far is going to hurt real bad. And we may see the tower go down here in the bot lane as well, unless the Lulu can do something to hold it, but I don't think she's going to be able to do too much. is going to be able to zone him off, so the tower will live to see another day. We see Blob in the mid lane trying to do what he can to hold back that Volibear.
Oh, look at the damage that Lulu's putting onto this Swain. Lulu almost just got a solo kill in the bot lane. Eco Go stepping up to take that tower, though, able to get out with his life. And now up 2 towers to 0, 3 drags to 0, 16 kills to 9. Everything on the board here says that ALG should be able to close it out, but anything can happen still, as JYC is going to pull out every single trick that they can think of, as this could potentially be their last game in the tournament.
Yeah, they really need to get that Kog'Maw ahead. I don't think they've been playing around Blob quite as much as they should be. He is going to be a big chunk of their damage. Unfortunately, the Vladimir in the mid lane was able to pick up a couple of kills even when they got aced, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for Vlad by himself to be ahead. They need that Kog'Maw to really be able to steamroll this game, and he is not in a position to do so right now, as the mid-tier 1 tower, goes down, and they drop the Rift to try and take the tier 2.
Yeah, looks like they might be successful with that. JYC just completely going off and setting up for another really early Baron here, likely is the side of ALG. They've taken every single Baron in a game pre-22 minutes and looking like to be able to do that again, as the Rift Herald able to get 2 shots off. They have secured every single large objective in this game and looking to continue to do that as well. JYC doesn't want to let them have this jungle for free, putting a little bit of presence. All 5 players on the map there. A nice Swain hook, able to grab that all off out of play. Volibear jumping back to the back line. Chang able to pick up the kill on low pro legit player as they continue this assault on the side of JYC. 2 players down now. Oh, look at that. Sion able to grab a kill out of his passive, but it's not going to be enough. 2 players go down from the side of ALG, but 3 from the side of JYC. A good trade there from ALG. Not going to be able to Baron off of it, probably, as their jungler went down.
I would say that's honestly pretty worth it for the side of JYC. We did get a kill on the Kog'Maw. The Hecarim did go down to the Kog'Maw. He just managed to escape with his life thanks to that support from Lulu. But yeah, I think getting some gold back onto JYC's side and denying that Baron is about all they could hope for. They're certainly not going to ace them at this point with the gold differential they're working with, but just picking up a couple kills, denying that Baron is going to hopefully be enough to give them a bit of a boost and get them back into this game.
For sure. And as we enter into the mid-game, potentially late game, I think you're right. A lot of the focus is going to be on that Kog'Maw, just an absolute crazy late-game hyper carry. If he can stay in this game, even in CS, and get some gold on him from those shutdowns, I think that's definitely going to be their win condition. Vladimir continuing to play just as well as he can. He is ahead of Viego very slightly in gold, up about 200 gold. And if Kog'Maw can get back on the level of Swain, then they might have a chance here. And again, looking to set up for this Baron as a side of ALG.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we'll see a big fight come out over this Baron. I think it'll be very, very big for either team that gets it. Obviously, it's Baron, but I think JYC, or excuse me, ALG, if they manage to take this, can probably just run it down and end the game. But on the side of ALG,
the Baron's already halfway done. They don't even have any vision on it. Baron down to 4K. They might not even be able to attempt to stop this now. On 2K, ulting in is the Olaf flashing in. Not able to get the steal. Hecarim able to secure up, but a nice knockup from Sion. Now low pro legit player trying to dive the back line. He's going to go down. Swain with a huge, able to get 2 people out of there. And now the entire squad of JYC gets aced, as well as the Baron. They might just even push for an end here. Great team fight from the side of ALG. JYC doing everything they could, but it's just not enough against this gold differential.
Really unfortunate. I thought for a moment that the Sion ulti there, the flash Sion ulti from no one, would have been enough to steal it, but unfortunately, no, it wasn't. And yeah, I think they're at least going to have to contend with having their base cracked open. It looks like ALG is just going to back off, maybe go for that last Drake when it's back up, and try to get the soul under their belts, as JYC now has super minions to contend with as well.
Just clinical from the side of ALG. We've been saying it time and time again. Their macro play has just been through the roof excellent, securing all the major objectives they can, getting all these early Barons, and getting enough towers so that when they do get the Baron, it's just exponentially more effective when you're fighting against those inhibitor turrets rather than tier 1s and 2s. So able to get those down ahead of time, able to secure the Baron, and then push that for a quick inhibitor back And now they have Ocean Soul, which is going to make Volibear huge, make Hecarim gigantic. Swain's healing is going to be through the roof. It's just going to be a very, very tough time. Now looking to engage for the final fight of the game. Hecarim ulting in, able to get the pick on Lulu. Now it's a 5v4. ZYH Chang just trying to go forward into the rest of the team. Nautilus Hex Flash ping getting put out there in a 5v4 middle push to attempt to end the game. They don't have any minions with them, so potentially looking to rotate to one of the side lanes. It looks like top is going to be their pick for now.
Yeah, brutal that Castle had to get picked off there, and he did burn the ultimate as well. That's going to hurt JYC quite a bit when it comes to defending here, as they don't have anything really to defend that Kog'Maw besides a couple shields. And Viego is all alone in the mid lane. I'm wondering if we'll maybe see an engage onto him while he's by himself. Lulu is back up, but ALG is punishing this top lane, just shredding that tower. And I think they're about to do the same thing to the other base tower here as well.
Absolutely, getting a lot of damage off to that inhibitor tower, and ALG potentially rotating off, going towards the mid lane as their minions push top. A bit of a stalemate. Neither team wants to engage here quite yet. ALG again taking that methodical approach, making sure that when they do engage, it's going to be the correct amount, and looking now for a split with Baron, which is what you want to see as 3 players head towards bot, 2 players back. So not doing too much more with the Baron after Soul, just using that in Baron to get an inhibitor as well as Soul, I think is pretty good. Taking a very risk-averse approach to this game, not allowing JYC to catch out any mistakes.
No, and this is going to sound strange, but on the bright side for JYC, having super minions crashing in this early on a champion like Kog'Maw is very good. It's essentially a second cannon minion in terms of the gold you get from it. So that's going to allow him to scale up a lot quicker if he can be consistently taking those down in addition to his regular CSing. We can see he's already got 195 CS, which isn't a crazy amount, but it's the most in the game right now by a fairly wide margin. And he's got 2 items as well, despite being 1 and 3. So he's still in this game, and he can still output quite a bit of damage.
And not a huge amount of dive potential into the backline from the side of ALG. So if Lulu can really support Blob Paints back there, potentially might be able to put on quite a bit of damage. I mean, the only thing you're really looking out for here at this point would be the Hecarim ultimate into the back line. You should be able to space out yourself from a Volibear stun, from a Nautilus hook well enough if you are Blob Paints. And now all 5 players on the side of ALG pushing towards this bot lane as Sion is stuck top. Might have to see a TP out here as second tier turret in the bot lane is going to go down. Just taking these objectives one by one is ALG.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's nothing JYC can really do. It's if they push out that far, they're going to get dove. And here we
Hex
see...
flash over the wall from Nautilus, missing the first hook. Now Volibear initiating onto the Vladimir. Vladimir ultimate coming out, but now at half HP. Inhibitor turret going to go down. Kog'Maw trying to emit as much damage as he can onto the front line. Now looking to go in on this inhibitor. JYC still just posturing up, making sure they don't go down too early here. Now all that's left is the Nexus turrets on the side of JYC. Will they be able to hold on here? ALG just coming in, taking a little bit, backing off, and that's been the name of the game for this last 5 minutes. Not too many engages here, just taking the objectives and backing off. Pro legit player putting on a little bit of poke damage. Now Viego flashing forward with the Volibear stun, able to put a lot of damage. Now Hecarim going into the backline, fleeing 4 people away. Sion stuck in between the whole entire team, and Slurp is down. Blob Paints is down. Castle is down. Hecarim with the double kill, and the GGs are coming out in chat as ALG has taken this series 2-0 in a dominating fashion, taking this tournament again, the back-to-back champions. ALG putting in work for this AAC tournament. Absolute dominating performance from everybody on the team there as the Nexus explodes, and we have our new champions, ALG.
Yeah, not too much.